Good morning, 2021 GDX4. There we go. All the cameras quickly start turning on. That's what we want to see. We want to see everybody's wonderful, beautiful faces this morning. Good morning. Here I am once again broadcasting live from Maxwell, Texas, home of the National Hispanic Institute home office. It's great to see all of you, and I'm glad for those of you that partook in the online coloring program, and I know we were able to play some songs, and so thank you also those of you that were requesting music. Just let us know what you want to hear. I encourage you today, GDXers, especially in between rounds when you have a break, use that music channel and use the music. And actually, it's a great way and a great feature, the bot Groovy. It's a great way for you to share music, put songs, and actually allows the whole group to start creating almost like a virtual playlist. So in between rounds, when you're taking a break today, I encourage you to check that out and share a song that you might want to hear there in the Groovy channel today. And if you don't know how to use it, you can quickly look it up there on the Discord, or you can just send me a note and we'll help you figure out how you can share and partake in that virtual experience. So this morning, we have once again students logged in from all over the country. 4 time zones that we're operating here. Here it's 9:06 a.m. in Central Standard Time in just south of Austin, north of San Antonio here at Maxwell. So good morning to those of you who've been up a little while already, and those of you that the sun is maybe just starting to come up there in the Pacific Coast. We're so glad to have all of you with us. We're going to be just a few minutes here in our General Assembly because we want to send you back to your Athenian groups. I know I logged in a few times onto the Discord, and sure enough, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I think even midnight Central Time, we saw some groups that were in the Discord voice channels working on their presentations, trying to get ahead today. So if those of you kind of took a little bit of time, relax, it's great. I'm glad you did. But know that these final moments this morning, there are students who are already getting ahead and trying to put in as much time as possible. So it's anybody's game. But really, I already know that at least in the Athenaeum, there are some students that were in it to win it just from last night watching and listening to their convo. So on that, I got thinking, what is the fundamental that I was thinking about today? And as I arrived here at Maxwell and getting ready for this final GDX day of competition, final GDX of the summer, and I thought of fundamental 15, free your mind to create. Innovation, improvement, and success don't come from routine, custom, and practice. They come from unbridling your mind to reach its full potential. Unbridling, removing and letting it roam free. It's literally almost like taking the saddle and the bridles off of a horse and really just roaming free. So they come from unbridling your mind to reach its full potential. So ask profound questions. Test out of possible scenarios and outcomes before launching projects. Be thoughtful and willing to try the unconventional. So one thing in the Athenaeum in particular, since everybody's competing, you can have this urgency and tendency, almost like extemp, like we got to answer these questions quickly. We got to answer, or you got to be CX and mock trying to do some rapid fire, quickly responding to the challenge. But I encourage you to maybe take at times the approach of sometimes the orators, of being creative, of taking that extra moment to choose a specific word or a specific symbol. I want you to think about how you present this. Remember, the top Athenaeum teams are going to be on tonight's live stream just with all the other finalists. So I want you to think about, what does it look like on the receiving end? What is your presentation going to look like to those viewers at home like we have right now? And when you bring up your concepts, are you kind of rehashing or maybe reusing some things you tried in your own trial or your own round? Or are you really allowing your mind to be unbridled? You're young, you're energetic, you've been at this intellectual game for several weeks already. And so we already know that your mind is fine-tuned to be able to take on big challenges. So even with the hour that you have this morning, how do you live up to Fundamental 15? How do you truly allow yourself and your team in collaboration, these cross-regional teams that you're working on, how do you allow that innovation, improvement, and that success to be expressed. And the advice of the fundamental is don't fall into routine, custom, and practice. So this is your final morning to do something different. Those of you that are going on to the elimination rounds,
Yes.
of course, we know that many of you have kind of been practicing. You have a lot of your speech ready to go, but you have still one moment to find that one argument, that one phrase, that one question that you haven't figured out how to answer it effectively. You still have time. And remember, all of us, we're not just, these aren't just in competition for tonight's award ceremony. And do know that if you do win tonight, an all-state, a set runner-up, first place, team, or individual award, that award will be coming to your home at the end of the summer. They're actually here. I saw them this morning at the what we call our annex. They're all there on a table, organized, ready to be shipped. All they need is just a recipient, an award winner to go home to. But remember, we're also competing for the international or global cups, which are different groupings of different regions across the NHI community, competing for top performance, top average in every individual event. And those are going to be tabulated at the end of the summer. So I leave you to really just think about Fundamental 15 today. I encourage you to take advantage in Atheneum to really get to know and start forging those relationships and networks. Later on, we're going to see a presentation about the Lorenzo de Zavala Youth Legislative Session. At this moment right now, over 300 students are in cars, are in trains, are in planes, traveling to Sherman, Texas, to Austin College, and traveling to the University of San Diego, sophomores and juniors, not much older than you, who are starting and embarking on the next round, the next level of their leadership journey, taking on a policy game, a governance game, learning how to work in collaboration, in organization, in structures, and they are starting the LDZ. It's the final 2 LDZs of the summer. There have not been any LDZs in operation since 2019. And so right now your peers are engaging in their own conversation. And next summer, perhaps you and your Atheneum partners start a party next year. Perhaps you and your Atheneum partner run for office at the LDZ next year. Perhaps you plan this weekend. What LDZ are you going to explore next year? Are you going to go to Maryland? Are you going to go here to Texas? Are you going to go to California or to the Rocky Mountains to Colorado State University? Take advantage of the relationships because they will last for you a long time. And I can say, having been in this organization quite some time now, that people that we were high school mates or we were college volunteers together, now we're forging families, our kids are growing up together, they're becoming little mini leaders alongside each other. And you see what just people have done in a matter of 10 to 20 years, taking these GDX and LDZ and CWS experiences and continuing that leadership development over and over and over and over and over to the halls of Congress, to courtrooms as judges, to screenwriters and film producers in Hollywood, to diplomats all across the world, to international leaders, and you're part of that community. And so that's why GDX is important. Refine your communication, to refine your skills so that you are more than effective. You're innovative, you're imaginative, and you're the leader that's setting the direction for the rest of this century. So I wish you all the best. Please check the Discord for any schedule updates. I do know that they did make some updates to the schedule. Take advantage of your time this morning in Atheneum. I know some of you had some obligations and some conflicts. That's fine. You still have this morning to connect and to wire in. The Discord channels are open. The video channels are open. And once we conclude this meeting, please go to your corresponding Zoom house. It will take us about a minute or 2 to get them open. I know I myself have to open one up for House Magnolia. We will see all of the houses. You'll have that morning to start your final preparations. Then we will have our first round. Our goal is that 4 teams this year will come out of the Atheneum competition. 2 out of the first round this morning, and then we'll have a second round later on in the afternoon. Those of you that are preparing for your finals, give it your all in Atheneum, then you'll have a moment to take a break, reset, and then start the elimination rounds. All of the postings, all of the rooms, all of that information like we have the last 2 days will be located in Discord. If you have at any moment any questions, tech support, find me on Discord. If you have a moment to break or to take a pause, use the music channel, share some songs. Let's get to know each other. Let's maximize these final moments of our digital experience here at the NHI GDX4. And so with that, I'm going to turn it back over to the Atheneum director. So we're going to close up this opening session, and we will see you in your houses or on Discord. And to those of you streaming and watching from home, we will see you this evening. Keep up with our social media and our website, and we will make sure that you have all the information you need